Hi guys, welcome back to our channel Balaji Tutorials. So in today's session we will start from the number system class 9th. So in today's session we will start from the basic concepts like what are the numbers and what are the type of numbers and what are their identities. So let's start from the number. So what is the number? A number is a arithmetical value that represent a particular quantity. Like Mohan goes to buy 5 mangoes to market. Here 5 is a number and mango represents 5 is representing the quantity of that particular item, that is mango. Okay. So now next is the various type of numbers. So numbers are of different types like natural number, whole number, integers, rational number, irrational number and real numbers and so on. So the first one comes here, natural numbers. What are the natural numbers? Natural numbers are the positive numbers, that is 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinity. Second one is whole number. So in natural number we will start from 1, not from 0. And the basic difference between natural number and whole number is the whole number start from 0. It means they include 0, but natural number doesn't include 0. So the whole numbers are 0, 1, 2 and so on. They are also positive. Negatives are not included in both natural and whole numbers. Whole numbers do not include any fractions, negative numbers and decimals. Next one is integers. Integers are the numbers that include whole number along with the negative numbers. Means they also include the positive one but as well as include negative ones. Next one is rational numbers. A number R is called a rational number if it can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. P and Q are integer means they could be positive or negative as well, and Q should not be equal to 0. Means denominator cannot be equal to 0, numerator can be. So these type of numbers are called rational number. So next one is irrational numbers. Any number that cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q cannot be equal to 0, are called irrational numbers. Means those numbers who cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q, means in the form of fraction, any type of fraction, like the numbers who are in root, they are coming irrational numbers like root 2, root 3 and so on. Similarly decimals, non occurring decimals like this one 1.01, this is going on. So these type of numbers are come in irrational numbers. Next are real numbers. Any number which can be represented on the number line is a real number. We are aware of number line. It looks like this. Here 0, here negative ones and here positive ones. So this is a number line. Any number which can be represented on this line are called real number. It includes both, that is rational and irrational number, and every point on the number line representing a unique real number. Okay. So now start from the identities. So next topic is identities of irrational numbers. So the first one here is arithmetic operation between rational and a irrational number. What if we multiply a rational and a irrational number? If we multiply a rational number with an irrational number, the result will be always irrational. Like in this example, this is a rational and this is an irrational number. So if we multiply both of these numbers, the resultant will be irrational number. But what if we multiply irrational and irrational number? Then the resultant will be a rational or irrational number also. Like in this situation, these both are irrational number and here we can see the result is rational number. Next one is, if A and B are real numbers, then there are some properties we will apply on the exercise section, like if it something is written like this, like 4 into 5. So we can also write it like this, root 5 into root 4 or root 4 into root 5. Okay. Next one is root a plus b, root a minus b. We are familiar with this identity before, like a plus b and a minus b is equals to a square minus b square. This is also the same, that is a plus b, that is a minus b, which is equals to a square minus b square, which is equals to a minus b. Next one is a plus b, a plus root b, a minus root b. This is also the same one, like this. Here the resultant will be a square minus b, because here a is without root, that's why we are writing this a square. Next one is root a plus root b and root c plus root d. Here we will do the simple multiplication method, like 4 plus 3, 2 plus 5. If we want to solve it by bracket method, what we will do, we will multiply this by 2 and then plus, then 4 into 5, then 3 into 2 and then 3 into 5. Like if we want to go with the identity one, we can do it like simpler method, like 4 plus 3 7 and 5 plus 2 7, which is equals to 49. If we do it with this method, the resultant will also 49. So next is root a plus root b, root c minus root d. They both are similar, but the difference is here all are positive, here this is the negative. So in resultant, here will be the negative sign will appear. And the next one is root a plus root b ka square. So we are also familiar with this one, like a plus b ka whole square, and here the identities are in roots. So the answer will be root a ka square plus 2 root ab plus root b ka square, which is equivalent to a plus 2 root ab plus b, means this one. Okay. So the next topic is rationalization. So what is the rationalization? So rationalization is a process in which, or we can say, like we use it to converting an irrational number into a rational number. Suppose we have to rationalize 1 upon root a. Here we can start with an example, like 1 upon root 2. So if we want to make it a rational number, we have to rationalize it. And how to rationalize it? Just multiply the denominator value with the numerator and denominator itself. So 1 into root 2 is equals to root 2, and root 2 is equals to root 2. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. So now you can see this is a rational number. Similarly with this one, 1 upon root a plus b. So we will multiply this by root a minus b, a minus b. If the value appears single time, then we will multiply it simply like this. And if the value comes in a arithmetical expression, like here a plus b, then if we do rationalize here, then we have to change the sign of the value, like here is plus and here we have to change it to minus. Next one is laws of exponents for real numbers. So here are like, if a, b, m and n are the real numbers, then what will be the properties? First one is a ki power m and a ki power n is equals to a ki power m and n. So in this situation, the bases should be equal to each other, then the powers will be added itself. Like for example, if we can like 2 ki power 3 and 2 ki power 5, so we will write it like 2 3 plus 5, that is 2 ki power 8. Similarly, if the identity comes like this, 2 ki power 4 and here is 3, then we just simply multiply both of these numbers, that is 4 into 3, 12. Next one is, if the bases are equal and here comes a dividend sign, then the expression will be like this, 2 ki power 5 minus 3, that is 2 ki power 2. And here if the bases are different and power are the same, means opposite to this one, then like this 2 की power 4 and here 3 की power 4, so we can write it like this 2 into 3 की power 4. Okay, so here a and b are the bases and m and n are the exponents. So now come to the next one. Next one is decimal representation of rational numbers. Like how can we represent the rational numbers if decimal? So the first one is the decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating. Here comes what is terminating and non-terminating. Terminating means a value which has an end, means infinite value, and non-terminating is called to be an infinite value. So this is a terminating expression, this is a non-terminating expression, like this. So if we write 1 by 2 is equals to 0.5, so we call it a terminating expansion. Okay, so the decimal expansion of irrational number is non-terminating and non-recurring. Always a decimal expression of an irrational number is always a non-terminating and non-recurring value. Okay, so next one is express decimal as rational number. Okay, how can we express decimals as a rational number? Means we have to remove the decimal value, and how can we do it? So let's take an example, like here we can do with this one. So here the question is 0.625, express this one is as a rational number. So first of all, in step 1 we have to consider the value to be x. So let x is equals to 0.625. If the now come the next part. If the number of digits after the decimal point is y, then multiply that and divide the number by 10 की power y. So here y belongs to how much numbers are there after the decimal point. So here comes 1, 2, 3. So we just have to multiply and divide here by 10 की power 3, that is 10 into 10 into 10 is equals to 1000. So we just have to multiply it by 1000 and divide it by 1000. So if we multiply 0.625 by 1000, then the answer will be 625, and here in the dividend is 1000. So in the next part, if we can reduce this value, then we have to reduce it like by cancelling it with a common value, then reduce the obtained fraction to its simplest form, that is 5 by 8. So this is a rational number of this decimal expression. So the next part is how to express a recurring decimal, I mean non-terminating expression into a rational number. So if the number is non-terminating and recurring, then we will follow the following steps to convert it into a rational number. So like here is an example 1.042. Here 42 is a terminating part. So starting from the step 1, again we have to consider it. Let x is equals to 1.042. This bar sign represent that this value is repeating again and again, like this 1.042, 42, 42, 42 and so on. So now in step 2 we have to multiply the first equation with 10 की power y, like we did in the previous one, where y is the number of digits that are recurring. Like here is another situation. In the last step we are doing total numbers after the decimal points, but here we have to do the we have to count the numbers only which are recurring, like only these of 2. So here we have to multiply both the equation by 10 की power 2, that is 100. So 100 multiplied by x is equals to 100x, and if we multiply this one by 100, the answer will be 104.242, and this 42 is recurring again and again. So in the next step, that is step number 3, we have to subtract equation 1 from equation second. So on subtracting equation 1 from second, we get 100x minus x, that is 99x, and if we subtract this one from this, then we will get 103.2, like this 104.242. this is the recurring part, and this is 1.042, this is also the recurring part. So it will become 0 here, 2, 4 minus 1 3. So the answer will be 103.2. so in the next step we will do we have to take this to this side in dividend. So now we have to do the last step, that is make it into the simplest form. So we have to remove this. So here comes the 0, and now we will convert it into the simplest form like this. So the answer will be 172 by 165, which is the rational number expression of this irrational recurring number. So here the basic concepts, and we will apply all of these in the exercise section. So let's meet you in the next video session. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share my channel, and please do share these videos as much as you can. Thank you.